Not everyone who enters your life comes with good intentions. Some come empty-handed, yet their demands never end. They take without giving, expect without gratitude. And before you realize it, they have drained you. Your time, your energy, your very sense of self. At first it seems small, a favor here, a compromise there. You tell yourself it's kindness. You convince yourself it's what a good friend, partner, or family member does. But slowly, something shifts. You find yourself giving more than you should, while they receive more than they deserve. And when you finally need something in return, silence. Have you ever felt exhausted by certain people but couldn't explain why? This is the reason. It's not just about money or effort. It's about boundaries. Those who ignore them, push them, or erase them. Some people are not meant to stay in your life. They are not here to support you, but to use you. And unless you recognize them, they will take and take until nothing is left of you. This is where Stoicism gives us clarity. Seneca warned us, time is the one thing that can never be given back. Marcus Aurelius taught, guard your mind, for it belongs to you alone. If you don't control who has access to your life, someone else will. Today, I'll expose 7 types of people who will slowly destroy you. More importantly, you'll learn how to protect your energy, reclaim your power, and enforce unshakable boundaries, without anger, without resentment, but with wisdom. If this message speaks to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Spread this lesson. Help someone break free before it's too late. Now, let's begin. It's time to take back control. 1. Those who always expect financial support. I remember the exhaustion. A family member constantly asks me to cover their bills. Not once, not twice, but over and over again. And when I finally suggested they find a long-term solution, what did I get in return? Anger, guilt-tripping, accusations of being selfish. Then there was an old friend. At first it was just a small loan. They were struggling, and I wanted to help. But then came the second time. The third. Soon, I realized the pattern. They never repaid, never offered help in return, and only called when they needed something. Helping someone isn't the problem. But when it becomes a one-way street, when generosity turns into an expectation, you are no longer helping. You are being used. Some people do not see money as their responsibility. They see it as yours. They walk through life borrowing, taking, and demanding, never considering the burden they place on others. To them, your hard work, your sacrifices, and your sleepless nights mean nothing. Your success is their safety net. Your wallet is their emergency fund. At first, it's subtle. A small loan, a one-time favor, a desperate plea. But before you know it, it's no longer a request, it's an expectation. And what happens when you finally say no? They lash out, they guilt-trip you, they make you feel like the bad guy for refusing to carry a weight that was never yours to bear. Seneca warned us that generosity without wisdom is self-destruction. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that we must live with virtue, not to be the endless provider for those who refuse to stand on their own. True generosity is not reckless giving. It is knowing when to help and when to walk away. You are not a bank, you are not an ATM, and you are not responsible for funding someone else's irresponsibility. Recognize the pattern. If someone only calls when they need money, if they never repay, if they make you feel guilty for not giving, they are not in need. They are using you. Set clear boundaries. The next time they ask, say no. Watch their reaction. Do they respect it, or do they pressure you? That response tells you everything. Offer solutions, not money. If someone genuinely needs help, help them find a real solution. A job, financial guidance, a plan. But do not keep throwing money into a bottomless pit. Accept the backlash. The moment you stop being their safety net, they will react. They will call you selfish. They will try to make you feel guilty. Stand firm. Their reaction is proof that your money was never about survival. It was about convenience. Some people do not want help. They want dependence. They do not want to grow. They want to drain you. And if you continue giving, they will never stop taking. This is where you must choose. Do you keep sacrificing your own stability, your own peace, your own future, just to avoid an uncomfortable confrontation? Or do you take back control? You owe them nothing. The only thing you owe to yourself is the right to live without being someone else's financial crutch. And the moment you finally walk away, you'll realize this. They never needed your help. They just needed your money. Now ask yourself, who in your life fits this description? And more importantly, are you ready to let them go? 2. Those who demand sacrifice but never give back. There are people in your life who expect you to drop everything for them. They demand your time, your energy, your loyalty, but when you need them, they're nowhere to be found. I had a neighbor once. We got along well, and I didn't think twice whenever he needed a favor. Did he lock himself out? I drove across town to help. Did he need someone to watch his dog? No problem. But one day, I needed a small favor in return, something simple. And suddenly, he was too busy. His excuses were endless. That's when I realized it was never a friendship. It was a one-sided transaction. Then there was the woman I once loved. I was building my career, working hard for a future I thought we both wanted. I assumed she would support me, but instead she constantly forced me to choose, her or my work, her or my family, her or my passions. And yet, she never made sacrifices for me. Never compromised. She wanted my devotion but refused to give hers in return. Some people live with an unspoken rule: your life should revolve around them, but theirs will never revolve around you. They expect you to prioritize them, to sacrifice for them, to put their needs before your own, but they will never return the favor. They say, if you cared, you would do this for me. But when the roles are reversed, silence, excuses, disinterest. Seneca once said, "Associate with those who make you better." Relationships, whether friendships, partnerships, or family bonds, are meant to be a two-way exchange. If someone constantly takes from you but never gives, you are not in a relationship. You are being used. Look at the people around you. Are they the kind who demand your loyalty but never show you theirs? Do they pressure you into making sacrifices yet refuse to adjust even slightly for you? A healthy relationship is not about blind devotion. It is about mutual respect. If someone truly values you, they will not ask you to abandon your dreams, your passions, or your happiness just to keep them comfortable. So how do you break free from these people? Recognize the signs. If you feel like you are constantly giving while they only take, it's time to step back. Set boundaries. Stop saying yes to people who would never say yes for you. Stop making sacrifices for those who would never do the same. And when they call you selfish, when they try to guilt trip you for choosing yourself, remember this: the only people who resent your boundaries are the ones who benefit from you having none. You do not owe loyalty to someone who has never been loyal to you. You do not owe endless sacrifices to someone who would never do the same. Because when you remove those who take but never give, you make space for people who truly care. People who meet you halfway. People who respect rather than exploit. Now ask yourself, who in your life fits this pattern? And more importantly, are you ready to walk away? 3. Those who want you to compromise your principles. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. Some people don't care about your values. They only care about how much you are willing to bend for them. They won't ask you to betray yourself outright. Not at first. Instead, they test the waters. A small lie, a minor favor, a subtle bending of your beliefs. And every time you give in, they push a little further. I remember when a friend once asked me to cover for him at work. He had messed up, badly, and when I refused, he looked at me like I had betrayed him. Come on, man, we're friends, right? But that's the trick, isn't it? They disguise their demands as loyalty. They wrap their manipulations in the language of friendship, love, or duty. And before you know it, you've crossed lines you swore you never would. The real danger isn't the first compromise, it's what comes after. One small concession leads to another, and then another, until one day you wake up and you don't even recognize yourself. It starts as a whisper, just this once, but soon it's a pattern. And before you realize it, your principles are no longer yours. A person who truly respects you will never ask you to betray your beliefs. They will never pressure you to lie, cheat, to act against your values just to make their life easier. But a manipulator, they watch, they test. And the moment they see you hesitate, they know they own you. Seneca warned us that what we allow, we encourage. If you allow people to push your boundaries, they will keep pushing. If you show them that your values are flexible, they will bend them until they break. So how do you protect yourself? Recognize the warning signs. If someone makes you feel guilty for standing your ground, they are not your friend. If they use emotional pressure to make you compromise, they are not on your side. True respect is built on honesty, not submission. And here's the truth. If you don't set your limits, someone else will set them for you. So ask yourself, who in your life is trying to change you, not for your growth, but for their benefit? And more importantly, how much longer will you let them? 4. Those who require your attention 24/7. She made me feel guilty for everything. If I took too long to reply to a message, she assumed I was ignoring her. If I spent time on my own, she accused me of not caring. It didn't matter what I was going through. Her problems always came first. I was constantly trying to prove my loyalty, constantly reassuring her that I was there. And yet, no matter how much I gave, it was never enough. I've seen this happen in so many relationships. A partner who demands your presence every second, not because they need you, but because they fear being alone. They want you available at all times, responding instantly, ready to drop everything for them. And if you don't, they make you feel guilty. Some people don't want a relationship. They want an emotional servant. They don't care about your needs. They don't respect your space. They just need someone to feed their insecurities, someone to absorb their loneliness. And if you ever ask for distance, if you ever try to focus on yourself, they twist the narrative. Why are you pushing me away? I guess I'm just not important to you. If you cared, you'd make time. It's manipulation disguised as love. A healthy relationship is built on trust, not constant surveillance. If someone truly values you, they won't need to control your time. They will respect your space. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." But how can you have clarity when someone demands your attention every second? How can you build your future when they expect you to carry their emotions on your back? The more you feed this behavior, the worse it gets. They demand more. They expect more. And the moment you stop playing their game, they make you the villain. But that is the clearest sign of all. It was never about love. It was about control. There is nothing wrong with being there for someone. But if someone makes you feel guilty for prioritizing yourself, that is not love. That is not friendship. That is emotional dependency. So what do? You recognize the signs. If someone expects you to be available 24/7, if they treat your time as if it belongs to them, it's time to step back. Set clear limits. You do not owe anyone constant access to your life. Your peace is yours to protect, not theirs to drain. And finally, understand this. The people who truly care about you will never make you feel guilty for taking care of yourself. They will not mistake your need for space as a sign of rejection. The ones who do, they were never interested in you. They were only interested in what you could provide. Now, ask yourself, who in your life demands more than they give? And more importantly, how much longer will you allow it? 5. Those who constantly manipulate your emotions. You don't always see them coming. Manipulators don't use force to control you. They use guilt. They use obligation. They use your own sense of responsibility against you. At first, they seem reasonable, harmless, but slowly, they plant doubt in your mind. They twist situations, distort reality, and make you question yourself. I remember my neighbor, always asking for favors, always expecting me to step in when he needed something. And the one time I refused, he looked at me and said, "I thought we were close. I guess I was wrong about you." Then he reminded me of all the things he had done for me in the past. It wasn't about friendship, it was about control. Manipulators make you feel guilty for saying no. They make you feel ungrateful for setting boundaries. They convince you that you are selfish simply for protecting your own peace. They don't ask, they expect. They don't respect, they demand. And when you push back, they make you the villain. Seneca warned us, "He who suffers before it is necessary, suffers more than is necessary." Manipulators want you to suffer in advance. They want you to carry their burdens, to feel their pain, to make their emotions your responsibility. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for how someone else feels. You are not obligated to sacrifice your well-being to keep someone else comfortable. And yet, if you've ever dealt with a manipulator, you know the struggle. They don't argue, they don't fight, they make you doubt yourself. Why are you being so difficult? I guess I just care more than you do. After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? It's a slow, quiet erosion of self-trust, a constant pressure to conform, to surrender, to prove your worth through endless sacrifice. The Stoics knew the power of emotional control. Epictetus taught that we must separate what is within our control from what is not. And other people's emotions? They are not ours to fix. A manipulator thrives on your need for approval. They weaponize your kindness. They twist your empathy into a leash, keeping you tethered to their expectations. So what do? You recognize the manipulation for what it is. If someone constantly makes you feel guilty for not doing what they want, step back. You trust your boundaries. You don't let their disappointment dictate your decisions. And most importantly, you stop explaining yourself. The more you justify, the more power you give them. You do not need permission to protect your peace. Because the harsh truth is this: a manipulator doesn't need your help. They need your obedience. So ask yourself, who in your life makes you feel like the bad guy simply for putting yourself first? And when will you finally decide you don't owe them anything? 6. Those who only show up when they need something. They appear when it's convenient. They know your number, but only dial it when they need a favor. They remember your name, but only when there's something to gain. And when you need them, they're nowhere to be found. I once had a colleague like this. Whenever a difficult task came up, he suddenly became my best friend. "Hey, can you help me out with this? You're really good at this, mind giving me a hand?" And at first, I didn't think much of it. But then one day I needed help. And what did I get? Excuses, avoidance, silence. This is how they operate. They do not see you as a person. They see you as a resource. They are not interested in your struggles, your challenges, your life. They only care about what they can extract from you. And if you let them, they will take and take and take until there's nothing left to give. Seneca warned us about these people. He said, "Associate with those who make you better." But these people, they don't make you better. They make you exhausted. Look around. Who in your life only reaches out when they need something? Who disappears the moment you say no? A real friend, a real partner, a real ally, they show up even when there's nothing to gain. They check in on you, not because they need something, but because they value you. But a user, they vanish the moment you stop being useful. So what do? You stop giving to those who never give back. You stop chasing people who only value you for what you can do for them. You learn to say no, without guilt, without apology. Because the reality is this: if someone only comes to you when they need something, they do not deserve a place in your life. Now ask yourself, who in your life fits this pattern? And more importantly, how much longer will you allow it? 7. Those who treat you as a last resort, not a priority. You are not an afterthought. You are not a backup plan. And yet, some people will only come to you when all their other options have failed. They will keep you at arm's length until they need something. When they have better choices, you don't exist. When their first, second, or even third plan falls apart, suddenly they remember your name. They will say the right words. They will act as if they care. But the truth is, you were never their first choice. And if you accept this, if you allow yourself to be their safety net, they will never see your worth. Seneca once wrote, "Do not waste what remains of your life on what others think of you." And yet, how many people waste time chasing those who do not value them? How many accept the bare minimum, hoping for more? A true friend, a true partner, a true connection, these people do not keep you in the background. They do not reach out only when they are lonely, only when they are desperate, only when every other door has closed. If someone truly respects you, they will not place you at the bottom of their priorities. If they care, they will not treat you like an option while expecting you to treat them like a priority. So what do? You walk away. You stop waiting for scraps of attention. You stop justifying their behavior. You stop hoping they will change. Because the truth is simple. If someone does not prioritize you, they do not deserve a place in your life. Now ask yourself, who has been keeping you in the shadows? And more importantly, are you finally ready to step into the light? 8. Those who disrespect your time. Your time is your life. Every minute wasted is a minute you will never get back. Yet some people treat your time as if it has no value. They cancel last minute. They show up late without apology. They expect you to adjust your schedule, but they would never do the same for you. Your time is precious, but to them, it is disposable. A person who respects you will respect your time. But those who don't, they see you as an option, not a priority. They expect you to wait. They assume you'll always be available. And when they do show up, they act as if nothing happened. No remorse, no accountability, because in their mind, your time belongs to them. At first, you might overlook it. You tell yourself it's not a big deal. But then it happens again and again. And before you realize it, you are always waiting on them, always adjusting for them, always making room for someone who never does the same for you. Seneca once said, "We are not given a short life, but we make it short by wasting it." The biggest theft is not of money or possessions, it is of time. And those who steal your time are stealing something you can never replace. If someone is consistently late, if they constantly cancel plans without notice, if they expect you to rearrange your life around their convenience, they are showing you exactly how little they value you. Look closely. Who in your life constantly disregards your time? Who expects you to be patient while they remain careless? Who never considers how their actions affect you? A real friend, a real partner, a real ally. These people respect your schedule. They understand that your time is just as valuable as theirs. But those who always make you wait, those who expect endless patience while giving none in return, they are not absent-minded. They are not forgetful. They are showing you exactly where you stand in their life. And here's the harsh truth. If you continue to tolerate it, they will never change. So what do? You stop waiting. You stop rearranging your life for people who refuse to do the same for you. You stop allowing others to dictate how your time is spent. And when they notice that you are no longer so accommodating, when they get upset because you are no longer waiting for them, that is proof that they never respected your time in the first place. It is time to stop tolerating lateness. It is time to stop justifying disrespect. It is time to stop excusing those who waste what you can never get back. Because the truth is simple. If someone does not respect your time, they do not respect you. Now ask yourself, who has been stealing your time? And more importantly, how much longer will you allow it? 9. Those who constantly play the victim. I once knew someone who had an excuse for everything. Every failure, every broken relationship, every missed opportunity, it was never their fault. It was always the boss who was unfair. The partner didn't understand, the world that conspired against them. And every conversation was the same, a flood of complaints, an endless cycle of blame, and a desperate need for sympathy. At first, I listened. I sympathized. I tried to help. But then I realized something. They didn't want solutions. They wanted an audience. Some people are not looking for growth. They are looking for someone to carry the weight of their own choices. They drain your energy with their endless problems, expecting you to fix what they refuse to change. They thrive on pity. They demand your emotional labor. And the moment you suggest accountability, they push back. You don't understand. You're supposed to support me. I guess I just can't count on anyone. And that's when it becomes clear. They don't want to be free from their problems. They want to be trapped, and they want company. A victim mindset is a prison. And if you keep trying to rescue someone who refuses to help themselves, you will end up trapped with them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But those who play the victim, they reject this truth. They choose to be powerless because power requires responsibility. They do not want advice. They do not want guidance. They do not want wisdom. They want someone to confirm their suffering, to validate their helplessness. And the more you feed into it, the deeper they sink. The danger of these people is not just their negativity, it is their ability to pull you into their world. You start making excuses for them. You start believing their stories. And before long, you are carrying their burdens while they refuse to carry their own. A person who constantly plays the victim will make you feel obligated to save them. They will remind you of all the ways life has been unfair to them. They will insist that they have no choice, no control, no power. But here's the truth. Everyone has a choice. And when someone refuses to take responsibility for their own life, you are not obligated to carry their weight. So what do? You stop playing the role they have assigned to you. You stop offering solutions to someone who only wants to complain. You stop carrying burdens that are not yours to bear. Because the truth is simple, you are not responsible for their choices. They can blame the world, they can blame others, they can blame circumstances, but you do not have to participate in their story. A person who wants to change will take action. A person who does not, they will only drain you, keep you stuck, and pull you into their cycle of excuses. Now ask yourself, who in your life refuses to take responsibility? And more importantly, when will you stop carrying their weight? Life is too short to be surrounded by those who drain your energy, manipulate your emotions, and only value you when it suits them. Your time, your peace, and your self-respect are sacred. Guard them. The Stoics taught us that we do not control others, we only control ourselves. You cannot force someone to respect you, to prioritize you, or to give as much as they take. But you can choose who has access to your life. You can choose who you allow into your mind and your heart. Every relationship should be built on mutual respect, balance, and honesty. If someone only shows up when they need something, if they treat you as an option, if they make you feel guilty for protecting your peace, it is time to walk away. Self-respect is not selfishness. Boundaries are not cruelty. They are necessary. Now take a moment to reflect. Who in your life has been crossing your boundaries? Who has been taking more than they give? More importantly, what are you going to do about it? Share your thoughts below. Have you experienced these types of people? How did you handle it? Your story might help someone else find the strength to choose themselves.